Hello, this is Veronica with Casa Vilora Interiors, and welcome to this week's episode of VTV. Today, I'm coming to you from my design studio located in downtown Katy, Texas. And today is a bit of a rainy day. It's a little bit dark outside and it's a little bit nasty today, but we'll talk about pretty things and try to get over that. If you watched my last video, you would notice that I mentioned that I offer several different design services to cater to several different budgets and different lifestyles and different needs. And so I decided to do a series of videos that will talk a little bit more in detail about what each design service offers and what the benefits are to you as the client. Today, we'll be talking a little bit more about the full service design. And basically, the full service design service is a turnkey design service. It's what most of my clients go for. It's basically me coming into your home and I'm doing a full room design or a full home design. And basically, it's everything from the initial concept through to the final installation of the space. And basically, the process for the full service design is it starts with the initial consultation, or actually, it starts with a phone conversation. When you make that phone call to me and we're on the phone, we're talking a little bit more about what you're wanting and what your needs are. It's basically like a phone interview where I'm getting to know you as a client and you're getting to know me to see if we would be a good fit for each other. And once we've established that we are on the same page and we could probably work together, the next step would be to schedule the in-home consultation. The in-home consultation usually lasts about an hour to about 2 hours. And during this meeting, I'm basically getting to know you better and getting to know your home better and what the needs are and what the functions will be for the spaces that we need to decorate. And so we sit down and first of all, we do a tour of the home and you're showing me all of the things that you'd like to keep in the home. You're showing me basically what your dreams would be and what the goals are for the space. And so we talk in a lot of detail about that. We talk about your time frame. Maybe you have a certain event coming up or a major life change coming up and you're trying to get the home done in that time frame. So we talk about how realistic that time frame would be. We talk about priorities. Maybe you are wanting to do an entire house and you have a certain budget that you need to stay within. And so we will discuss maybe doing a room at a time, basically room by room. And I, as the professional, will know what rooms will give you the biggest impact right away. And so we'll talk about those things during that meeting. We also talk about your budget. The big thing that we need to know is where to start. Where do you want to be when the project is all finished as far as your budget goes? And so that helps us to tailor all the choices that we make to suit your budget and stay within it because we want to respect your budget. And so basically after that meeting, I send you a proposal basically within about 3 to 5 business days. And the proposal is basically outlining all of what we talked about as far as what the space needs and what your needs are and what your desires are. It also outlines what my design fees would be, what the time frame is, and just basically outlines everything that you could expect from this project. If the proposal is acceptable to you, then we move into the preliminary design plans. And so the preliminary plans basically is a second meeting or a meeting that we come out to your home and we're going over things like the floor plan, the different layout for the space, any elevation drawings. Maybe you have a few feature walls, a fireplace wall, something like that. So we'll do some elevation drawings for key areas within the rooms. We also have a color scheme picked out for you, window treatment design, a mood board that will showcase all of these things so you can visualize what the space would look like finished. Color palette, basically we have paint colors picked out for you, all the fabrics selected, so we'll show you some of the main patterns that we will be incorporating into the space. And so basically, again, it's a preliminary, so it's not every single detail at this point. During this meeting, we're still getting to know each other. So you will maybe like 90% of the fabrics, but maybe you don't like this particular one. You maybe like the rug pattern, but you don't like the colors, that type of stuff. So we're still trying to get to know each other and I'm still trying to feel you out as far as your taste goes. And so that could take a series of meetings for us to fine tune what your design is and what your ideal space will be. So it's not necessarily just one meeting. After the preliminary design meeting, we are following up with a couple different meetings to really get your style down and to make sure it's exactly what you have in mind for your space. And so after that, we finalized everything and everything's approved and you love it all and you sign off on everything. That's when the real work on my part begins, because that's when the project management phase of the project begins. At this point, I am ordering all of the supplies, all the materials, getting all the trades together, having meeting with subcontractors, and we're meeting in your home, taking measurements and doing all that's needed to get the project going. And so, once I order all the pieces, then I have to track everything. Once they come in, they are received at my warehouse, and then they're warehoused there for a time frame, and then they're all delivered to you in one day. We try to do all of our installations in one day, so it has little impact to your life. You're not getting inconvenienced by several different deliveries coming in. Of course, if we're doing a remodel, like a kitchen remodel, your kitchen is going to be out of sorts for a couple weeks or even more than that. So we'll explain all of those things up front, and we'll set expectations so you know what to expect going into the project. If we find that things are getting back ordered or things, then we will meet again to make reselections. But with every project that we do, we manage it to a T. So if something goes wrong, then we're there to make sure that has little impact to you as possible. And so basically that's what the full service entails. It's just everything from start to the complete finish of your home. Now, as far as what we charge, it depends obviously on the scope of work. We never charge an hourly fee on services like that. We always charge a flat fee. So you know exactly what your fee will be going into the project. So there are no surprises in the end. So some of our services, like just a general consultation for paint color or something like that, we charge hourly because we definitely know that will take about an hour or 2 hours, and that is something we can control. But with a big project where we're doing everything from start to finish, we tend not to do hourly because, it could easily get out of hand. And so you'll know what it is going to be as far as your fee before you sign off on the project. And so basically that's what our full service design is in a nutshell. I will talk again in the next video that I do about another service, and each video following within the next few weeks will cover each of my design services, so you'll be able to tell which one would be best suited for what your needs are. If you have any questions or if you need to schedule a consultation, feel free to reach out to us. I will leave the link to my website in the comments section below, or in the description section below, and I'll also leave a link to my blog. That way you can go and read and get some important tips as well, because I write my blog maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and it's full of design tips, ideas, and inspiration for your home. So it's a wonderful resource for you. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today on another episode of VTV, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.